impacted me when you first told me. You said this is about being a good Christian, about treating your neighbors in a certain kind of way. And that, that struck me as a different way of talking about this issue, because, you talk about this politically and immediately you get into a certain kind of pitched battle. But you said to me, look, there's a sort of biblical imperative here to thinking compassionately about immigrants living in our community.
Well, wow. Let's just be honest, to some degree, unless you're a Native American Indian, we're all immigrants. And the basic Christian teaching is to love God with your whole heart and love your neighbor as yourself. I mean, that's Matthew 23. And Jesus commanded us to love our neighbors, and he never got into any details about the status of their citizenship. And if you go back to the Old Testament, Deuteronomy chapter 10, God is very specific to the nation of Israel, the Jewish people, to look after the widows, the orphans, and the foreigner. Why? Because the Jews were foreigners in captivity for 400 plus years in Egypt. So we have as a true believer in Christ, we have a moral obligation and a commandment to look after the widows and orphans and foreigners and those who have been kind of cast aside by culture and society.
In the aftermath of this raid, as you said, this became kind of the talk of the town. This raid, questions about how to enforce immigration laws, things like that. The fact that community members were affected. Did you have any particularly tough or dramatic or memorable conversations with individual parishioners who were wrestling with some of the moral and legal issues at play here?
Well, I'm going to answer that and say yes. And there were the two extremes and the middle. And what I mean is, I heard from parishioners and from folks that basically did not budge. These illegal immigrants, they should be rounded up and sent home. And the other extreme was, no, we've got to step up and love on these people.
Did you gain or lose any parishioners as a result of your outspokenness on this issue? I know this inflames passions.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Not correctly. It's just no. I think I think the bottom line is the people to the far left, the far right. I don't know that they were moved much, but I think and I hope and I pray that those of us in the middle, we began to rethink this.
And have you felt that views on immigration more generally have shifted a bit in recent weeks in Morristown as a result of some of the stuff you're discussing?
Well, I'm going to say it's definitely shaking things up. I think it's brought it back to the forefront. It is making people think. And I think people have to understand, and I think it's what media woke us up, in fact, these are our neighbors. These families have been here for 10, 15, 20 years, and that they're raising their families here, they work here, they go to school here, they play ball here, they go to church, they're part of the fiber of our community. It's very unnerving to see such a state and federal law enforcement in your community, at your public elementary school, the street that you live on. It was unnerving. It was disturbing. And again, my prayers are for those law enforcement people too, because they were just doing their jobs and what they were asked to do. It's a difficult, sensitive issue.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Needs a lot of attention.
That was Jonathan Blitzer.
Well, that was Jonathan Blitzer.
This New Yorker podcast is supported by the Wall Street Journal. Digest the past week and prepare for what's ahead with WSJ's Weekend Edition, featuring Off-Duty, Review, and Now Exchange. This news section brings to life the people, places, stories, and big ideas behind the week's business news. WSJ Weekend. It's a lean-back read you'll lean into. Join now and receive 50% off 1 year at WSJ.com/New Yorker.
Yeah, that podcast came from the New Yorker. That is a small segment I thought would be interesting to start it out with. there are several segments to immigration. We do have several other shows on different topics. Again, this is an open forum podcast. Anybody is welcome to call. Anybody is welcome to join our conversation at any time during our broadcast. For some reason you're not listening, you missed it, you're still welcome to have an opinion. You can still call me at 210-428-1913, or you can drop me a line at brianhammond192@gmail.com. If you need a reply, I will try to get to all replies. If there's a lot of them, if there's not, I most likely will. But if I don't know the answer, or I can't come up with something that is facts and will help, I will do everything I can to find, or help you find, or a group of people find the answer. All you got to do is call. Because if there's a lot of people that voted for Trump, you're out there, and if you're listening to my voice, I'm asking you very nicely, let's start a conversation. A conversation about things that we've heard so much about, we've just heard a lot about it. Lately, it's been school shootings and immigration. School shootings and immigration. Where does it stop? We need to help. Although, we put Trump in office, so might as well go ahead and help him now. I'm not saying we should continue to always give in to him, but at this point, I just do not see any reason not to. Because it's got to be done. It just got to. We got to stop it somehow, and we can't stop it unless we help him. He cannot make America great without our help. Period. He just can't. As much as I'd like to, as much as I'd like to believe he can, and it's not that I don't believe he can, I do. That's the thing. But I don't think he can do it alone. I think we have to just do what we do. We just have to be ready. That's all. And once we're ready, we'll be okay. Until then, we're not going to be okay. But we have to do something. We can talk. I know that's time away from your family, and that's precious. God knows I know how precious that is. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can even get your children involved. Just keep it G-rated. We don't have to cuss, curse, yell, and carry on at each other like that. That is dumb. We don't have to do that. There's no reason for it whatsoever. Like I said, we can do just about anything. We can talk about anything too. You know? I don't know. To me, it seemed like the right thing to do. Let's just say that our country, the United States of America, where we have free speech to say what we feel, to say what we think, how can we not help? We gotta finish that. There's a lot of us that are getting older, probably won't be here. But we gotta think about our generation coming up. It's already gonna be turmoil enough. Let's see if we can help make it easier, if possible. Let's just try anyway. We put Trump in office. Let's help him now. He may have reneged on some of the deals, but we still should try and help him. He is our president. We're going to continue this tomorrow, or later today, I should say. It is 4:20 a.m., and I do need to get a little rest. It is 4:20 a.m. Central Standard Time here in San Antonio. If, by chance, you're living up along the eastern seaboard, it's an hour ahead, which is 5:20 or 6:20, somewhere in there. I don't know how it goes now. But I want to thank you if you listen to this podcast. I appreciate it. Come back and join us again for a second part of Immagration. Don't forget future shows on sexual misconduct, family. Maybe we can even get into something fun, music, listen to music. If you guys want to hear music, what genre do you like? Do you like country rock, classic country? Help us. be part of this podcast. You can tune us in anytime. You can download this show. You can catch it on demand. You can catch it right here at www.speakerstudio.com oh shoot, I don't remember our URL number. You'll find it. It's under Brian Hammond or Diane. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you tune back in and tell your friends. Until next time, this is Brian in San Antonio, Texas. And for everybody at Speaker Studio and everybody out there listening, have a safe day, and I hope you rested well tonight. Goodbye.